verify that. That we can generally do by using this console. So in this console, errors have a different style, warnings have a different style, informations have a different style. We can display messages there to tell the developers about what actions are being performed actually. So see, these have a lot of, see all our output only. Warning is a warning style, error is a error style, info is a information style, like that. That means, suppose see now, when delete click happened, I will put here console.warn. I am writing here message saying that, so record delete clicked, this message should come. Okay. And if successfully deleted, then I will write here console.error. So delete confirmed like this. Or suppose I am writing like console.info. I am writing here cancelled. On cancel click, it will show like this. Observe carefully now. Actually, if you don't show this console, you click on delete, record deleted, okay, this message came. You will not see anything written in console. That is only for the developers. In the background, they can see it. You see now, right click and inspect. In the inspect, when I go to console, here it will show that delete clicked, delete confirmed, and see the symbols, icons, a warning icon, a stop icon, like that. And you see right side corner, it is showing like one error and one warning is there. This is created by our developer. Generally, when we are doing testing, when you are testing the code, when we are verifying the logic, so we follow this technique. Why? Because, so this is because we want to verify whether it is running as expected. It's not showing any problems. Once we check everything, then finally we show on the page. So this is not for general users. This is only for developers. You can display in different styles. So that means I refresh here. I click on delete and I click cancel. Okay, then it will display like this. One is a delete style, warning style. Another one is a general information style. So that is depending on your requirement, but both are output in the console. So you can display output in the console also. For that, so you need this console methods. So log, warn, error, debug, info, all are same. Some have icons to show specially, some are not. Some browsers support info icon, some browsers will not support. In that case, console log, console info, console debug, all these look same. Many times people ask, what is different? There is no difference, all look similar only. If the browser supports special icons, those icons will come before the message, warning icon, error icon, like that. So this is for developers. If they want to show the output, they can use this. So we have alert, so we have confirm, and we have document write, console methods. These are all for presenting output. But if you want output inside the page, So somewhere inside the page, some right side corner, left side corner, bottom, you want to show somewhere inside the page itself. Suppose in this page, if you want to display message somewhere, then just create a container which can display message. Container means you can use a span, you can use a div, so you can use a paragraph, you can use a heading, any container which can show the message, means which can present some content inside it. So now suppose I given here a simple div, and for this div I given an ID, because how to refer the div we already learned. So it needs an ID or a name or a class name. ID is some message, MSG is the ID. Okay. Currently inside the div nothing is there. Now in a div, in a paragraph, in a span, in a data definition, in a table cell, in a table, suppose data term, or somewhere in a div or in a span, you want to show the message. Then you have to do that by using inner HTML, or you can use inner text, or you can use outer HTML. What is difference? I will show you. So that means you can use anywhere you in a container you want to show. For example, if it is a text box, input type dot text. In a text box, you cannot use inner HTML in a text, because text box usually have value. As to value, you have to apply. So containers usually can show inner HTML, inner text. So here I am writing here the logic. Before logic, you see here div is there. We have to access the div and display the message. Now how to access the div? So suppose if true, then access the div. So document dot get element by ID. The ID of div is MSG. It's a div. Yesterday we already learned how to refer elements, or you can use query selector. Query selector refers, or you can use get element by ID, anything. Now the ID is MSG. Inside that I want to display. Div will not have any value like property, because div can have only one attribute, one property, that is align. But if you want to display anything inside it, then you have to write inner HTML. Inner HTML, I will say here what message you want. So record deleted successfully. This message should come. That means we are showing in the same page in some other location. Now on cancel, you want to display the message. Then same. But currently I am writing again document get element by ID MSG dot inner HTML. Here we are displaying cancelled. But we should not write again and again in any computer programming. Generally, when you are working in real-time projects, one principle we have to follow every time. That principle is officially written in project documentation, and that principle is DRY. DRY is a principle we have to follow while writing programs. As a programmer, you should follow this technique, this principle. DRY is nothing but don't repeat yourself. This is official word. So this is officially the word used in projects. That means you are asked to follow this principle. Don't repeat yourself means I should never see that you are writing a block of code again and again. That means you written this block here. The same you are writing here. That's not good. You are repeating yourself. The message may be changing, but this lengthy reference every time is not good. We need to keep it short. So that is the reason what we do is generally to overcome these kind of problems. First, what we do is we will create a variable. Later in next point, I will discuss. Suppose we declare some variable MSG. In that, this MSG will hold this div. That means document get element by ID MSG. That means now this MSG refers to this complete line. What is the advantage now? If true, you can simply write msg.inner.html and record deleted successfully, fully. And here again you can simply use .inner.html cancelled like this. That looks better. So we should not write this again and again. We store in some variable and we can access and use it. So this principle you have to follow regularly. As much as possible, don't try to repeat the code. So this is first technique you need to understand here. Now next important is when you are dealing with the inner HTML. Inner HTML, inner text, both are same. But inner HTML allows formats. Inner text will not allow formats. I will show you. Remember, this capitalization matters. So you have to write exactly like this. Now, what is this MSG? MSG is referring to this div actually. So now see, when I click on delete button, record will be deleted. Okay, that message will come in the page itself. So we are not showing in an alert. We are not showing in a message, a confirm box or console or new screen in the same page. So you can keep the div anywhere you want. That's your wish. You know that. I want to keep it center. I want to keep it right side. So your wish. So you can keep in any container. This need not to be a div. You can make it a heading. So heading also will use the same inner HTML. When I click on that delete, okay, then it shows in a heading style. You can use a paragraph. So any HTML container which can display some text messages, it can display in that location. You see cancel also showing the same. Cancel also showing the same. Okay. The inner HTML or bold italic, then I can write here font color So some green. Yeah. But when you are writing a string inside another string, you have to write inner string in single quotations. Single quotations. Okay, and close the font. I want to display in bold, then I can use B and end that B. So your wish. But inner text will not allow that. Suppose I am writing here. I am writing here font color equal to red. And in that I said deleted. Say cancelled. This message I am showing. So you can observe that inner HTML. If I click OK, inner HTML can present the formats. That means it is in green color, record deleted successfully and all. But when I click cancel, inner text cannot show it. It can display plain text. It can display only the plain text. It cannot show that. So if you don't want to allow formats, you want just only plain text, then you can go with inner text. If you want to display with some formats, rich contents, then you can use inner HTML. That is difference between inner HTML and inner text. We have outer HTML. Actually, outer HTML is nothing but, suppose, observe carefully. Now I am using here